this brings me to the final recommendation, which is organizations being aware of the impact of API failures and errors on user experience and business costs. Do you think that it's just they think that the APIs, for example, let's use the streaming service, that that users are frustrated by that, but because users may think it's just their internet connection, that they're kind of letting it slide?
I think there's possibilities there that people hide behind other people's crappy services, for sure. Oh yeah, T-Mobile are bad. That's why I can't do anything. And I think an important point on this, and it came up from something that was shared via the register. It's a bit like the monkey's paw invoking the register, I know, but talking about the fact that companies lie about their status, and there was an outage from Apple had an outage that they kept quiet about for about 45 minutes that everybody knew about and people were talking about, but they just didn't say it. I just think that there's not enough transparency around quality of service, and a lot of quality of service is inferred rather than
measured.
Yeah, measured. It's like we're making assumptions about things, and yeah, in principle, yeah, I've got no issue with that.
Do you think that when you speak to companies about API failures and errors and poor performance, do they realize that that's costing them money? That they can actually trace it back to the performance of APIs and tie that to lost costs?
I think companies are only just starting to realize that APIs actually cost something. I think, going to some of the conversations that people have been having about, there was actually an insightful thing from Sam, the CEO of OpenAI, where they were talking about their changes in what they were looking at for monetization. And I don't think, somebody was pointing out that the changes in the monetization model have less to do with he doesn't think that they can monetize the APIs for AI, in that he doesn't think that the cost model is sustainable for. No, I'm wrong. Sorry. Rewind. The point he was making is he thought that they were reaching the limit of what they could do with large language model technologies. And he said that they probably have to come up with another approach. And I don't think he was coming up with that because of a problem with scaling large language models, but with the cost of scaling large language models and what it would mean for end users if they actually charged for it. Because the compute power for each set of queries, if you're not monetizing them at cost, is going to be vast. I suspect we'll start to see that appear in Google and Microsoft's balance sheets as oops, we didn't realize it was going to cost that much to have a chatbot in Bing. But it's going to be, these models have literally billions or trillions of connections that have to be computed and are mapped, and it does happen incredibly fast, and it's very clever. But that costs compute time, and I think people ought to start to pay more attention to how that performance intersects with their cloud service